First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. On first down, Rodgers. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Wahoo! Hey, check 25. X3. 218, chop, Lee Griffin.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He gets it to Brown, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Coleman. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Now, 61, matchbox lights.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy. 54. Now.
On first and 10, Smith. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Check. Look at me. Zipper. Watch the ship. Watch twins. Let go.
Derrick Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. You draw Porker. 6 man.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here we go. 50, plant.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Big rip.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that'd scare me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, but it'll be second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Ready. 30 base. Yo, go.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, Henry. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking deep here for Ebron. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You ready?
56. I'm here.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Ricky.
Hey. On the ball.
On first down, it's Smith. Completes it to Coleman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
On the set.
56 is the mic. Bring it. Bring it. Wide. Get wide.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Yeah.
He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Brings up third and
4. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
56.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
That's a slant. Yep. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. It's our field. It's our field.
After the run, Smith going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Smith. He uncorks it for Snead. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And the return will stop right around the 25. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now it's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They gonna need some therapy.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Shoves him away. And a nice stiff arm that opens room to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Coleman on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
56. Mike's 56. He runs. 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Henry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Check 43. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll sneak it with Smith. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Rodgers to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, number 28. Hey, pick 26. Check in.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for KC. 45 yards. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, watch that. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 54. I got him. Check 2.
This is Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try the right side with Henry. Shoves him aside. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And blocked down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henry running right. Stiff-armed him. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Down. 70, Indy.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Wilson, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Lions, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before